Hello, in this video I shall be analyzing a topic. The topic is Need for Regulation of Farm Acts in view of deregulated agri-markets. So the present agricultural markets are deregulated. So how to give regulation to these markets? By changes or reforms being brought in farm acts or farm bills. Recently, Government of India launched some farm bills. So these bills are against the interests of farmers. So that is the reason there is a widespread protest across the country. So these are bringing some fear points to farmers, and farmers are going to face some perils because of these acts that are deregulating agricultural markets. So a regulation, an intervention is needed by the legislative in order to set these acts according to the interests of farmers, and private markets must come down and government must have more say in these markets because farmers will be benefited by government rather than by private people. And these acts are towards taking away no middlemen. Earlier there used to be a frame in which farmer goes to a trader through middlemen. So these middlemen will act as helpers to farmers. They will in fact bargain on behalf of farmers with the traders, and farmers being uneducated, they can trust these middlemen and traders can't exploit farmers because of this middlemen. But now the acts enables these farmers to directly go to big corporate companies or big traders who can exploit them in future. So this is a wrong thing, and corporate presence in farming and farm agricultural markets is not according to the interests of farmers. And because of these acts, farm gate price is going to fall. Farm gate price is what a farmer gets finally for his harvest. So the gate from which the harvest goes is farm gate, and that price might fall. So farmers are going to get loss. There is also a threat to MSP because of these acts, that is minimum support price. So MSP, when government is having more say, it would give good MSP to these farmers, but when it is privatized, these people are not assured, farmers are not assured of MSP. So there is a threat even to this. Finally, Farmers Produce Trade and Commerce Act 2020. This particular act is against farmers' interests, and also the recommendations of a committee are also against farmers. That is Commission on CACP, Commission on Agricultural Cost and Prices. So both of these recently brought things by the government or against the interests of farmers. That is the reason we have huge farmer protest across the country, especially in the northwestern part of the country. So now we shall analyze each thing one by one. Firstly, we shall see what is FPTC Act 2020. This is Farmers Produce Trade and Commerce Promotion and Facilitation Act 2020. So this is farmers produce is harvest and trade and commerce is business. So business or market of this harvest. The government has brought an act in this view, and this act aims to phase out APMC mandis. APMC is Agricultural Produce Marketing Committees. This is by government, and by this farmers are having a secured marketing for their harvest. But this particular act is trying to remove this mandis or marketplaces by APMCs, because the government says that these mandis are acting as monopolies in rural areas. They are having monopoly, so which is not good in any framework to have a monopoly or single say. So, but this is not the thing, as the government says, because farmers are not just selling their things in mandis, they are even selling their harvest outside mandis also. So we'll substantiate this with some examples. Like paddy is sold in mandis by farmers to only 29%, and they are selling it outside mandis to 49%. In the same way, wheat is sold to 44% in mandis, and wheat is sold outside mandis to 36%. So this says that a large proportion of the harvest is not sold in mandis but outside mandis. But the government says mandis are acting as a huge authority, the highest authority, so we need to scrape that away. But this is wrong according to statistics, and farmers are demanding from this point of view. The next thing is APMC mandis. So we shall see what these APMC mandis are and what is their present status in our country. There are very less APMC mandis as required, but the government is trying even to scrape away these less APMC mandis also. The National Commission on Agriculture recommended for setting up these mandis In the year 1976, there were 4,145 mandis. So these are going to give security to farmers to sell their produce under the purview of government. And in 2019, these mandis raised to 6,630 across country. Though there is growth in the mandis, the number of mandis, but the needed mandis to cater all the farmers and all the harvest in the country should be 10,130 mandis, APMC mandis. But this is not the case, as we only have got 6,630. Instead of increasing the raising the number of mandis, the government is trying to privatize and just remove this concept of mandis, which is threatening to farmers' security. And farmers are also facing certain problems like transport cost. For example, small or marginal farmers, in order to sell their small produce, they have to travel long to these mandis. So the number of mandis have to be increased, and this transport cost must be borne by the government in order to secure this farmers' income, small farmers' income. But in order to just do away with this, giving this transport cost and all, government is trying to put the corporate hands into farming, so that government need not intervene to these problems. But this is not fine. And the farmers also have got freedom to sell anywhere in the country. So they have this freedom. Especially 18 states gave this freedom to private markets setting up, and 13 states so far gave this freedom that farmers can sell their produce to anyone. So there can be any direct purchase of the harvest. And 19 states also gave this freedom to put farmer markets apart from APMCs. So apart from the government based APMCs, the states can also put other kinds of marketing places where farmers can go and do their market with state's purview. So this is also a positive thing. When farmers have got these many provisions to do their business, these many provisions to sell their harvest, they don't need to actually have other corporate play in their field, in the field of agriculture. But this is not heard by the government. And mandi taxes are also there, which the farmers are paying. Especially Punjab has got huge taxes. So farmers are even facing these kind of problems with these taxes and all. Instead of addressing these problems, scraping away of mandis is not a solution. And if the government is scraping away this APMC mandi concept, there will be a problem to MSP also, minimum support price. This is given by the government for the buffer stock it purchases from the farmer. There is a need to raise this minimum support price because farmers are facing price losses now and then. And this particular recommendation by CACP, as I've told, Commission on Agricultural Costs and Prices, gave a wrong report, or gave what you can say a report against the interests of farmers, that the government must stop open-ended procurement. Open-ended procurement is something government takes from farmers with no limit. So this is open-ended, but there has to be a limit. This is what the recommendation says. This is against farmers. And privatization into agricultural markets will threaten the remuneration of farmers. They are given entitlements and remunerations from government, but private persons are not. They are not assured of this from the private person. So there is a threat to the fate of MSP with privatization or removal of APMC mandis. Now we shall see with what solutions we can come up. Instead of removing these, the mandis have to be increased, and the infrastructure of these mandis have to be also looked after by the state. And MSP to more crops must be done. So we are giving only MSP to fewer crops, but all farmers who even cultivate other crops also must be given minimum support price. PDS system must be strong, that is public distribution system by the government. And there has to be APMC reforms in certain points. They are welcoming new players into APMCs, starting an e-trade platform. Instead of just a mandi, we can start some e-trade platforms. So with these innovative thoughts, the government can come up, and granting national licenses to all traders to have a check on them in order to see that they are not exploiting farmers. And market fee regulations must be there. So the farmers can, even the small farmers can enter these mandis and sell their goods. If they can't pay the fee, they can't sell their goods. So this is a wrong thing. So market fee regulations must come up. So finally, scraping away APMC is a wrong thing. APMC removal will alienate farmers from the government. Government must be a guardian to the farmers. It must not keep farmers away from its purview. So removing APMC and bringing private play in agricultural markets is a wrong thing in point of view of the welfare of farmer of our country. So this is the analysis of our today, and thank you.